welcome back to another yoga class on the Peri Yoga YouTube channel. Today it's a little rainy, it's a little gloomy, so I figured it would be a perfect opportunity for me to do a sick day yoga class. Oftentimes people think that if they're feeling sick or a little bit under the weather, that they can't do yoga or they can't do any other physical exercise practice, any other energy practice, and they should just lay in bed all day and sleep it off. That might be the case sometimes, but sometimes a nice, gentle yoga practice is just the thing you need to get you back on your feet, get that energy flowing, balancing the energy points in the body, getting that blood flowing, getting those cells and those organs stimulated, getting your immune system stimulated. Sometimes yoga is just the thing to do that. So today I am bringing you a sick day yoga class to help you jumpstart the immune system, jumpstart your body's energy, to get you back on track to feeling your utmost, healthiest, and happiest self.
We are going to start this yoga practice in a comfortable seated position. Allowing the eyes to gently close, taking this moment here to center in, clearing the mind, relaxing the body. Bringing some gentle movement into the body, just swaying side to side, feeling the bottoms of your hips grounding into the mat as your hips move side to side, feeling them rooting deeper and deeper into the earth. Starting to make that connection with your body here, feeling your body, feeling the way it's moving. How does that feel to you? Slowly coming back to stillness in the center, giving the shin bones a gentle rub, being very intentional with this touch. Now slowly rocking forwards and backwards on those hip bones, on those sits bones. Bringing the upper body into this movement as well. Feeling your body, listening to your body, connecting with your body. As you're continuing this motion forwards and backwards, really harnessing that connection between your mind, your body, and your intuition. Coming back to stillness in the center, let's take a deep breath in and out. Taking the palms of the hands to the thighs, gently rubbing all over your thighs here, stimulating those muscles that might be feeling sore. They might not be, but either way, just taking the hands here, rubbing up and down the thighs, all over on the outer edges, on the tops, and on the insides. Getting that blood flowing into these tissues. Don't forget about those knees, rubbing your knees in a circular motion, warming up those joints, giving your knees some love. Alright, now sending those legs out in front of you. You can keep the legs bent here. We just want to get at the backs of the calves Again, just massaging them up and down, nice gentle massage, just to get the blood flowing into these tissues. Opening up the energy channels, allowing the energy all over your body to promote healing. Now taking the hands to the backs of the thighs, again just a gentle rub up and down. Whenever you're ready, slowly transitioning into a position on the knees. Opening up those legs into a wide angle shape. The knees are going towards the outer edges of your mat and just applying some pressure into the upper thighs here, into those hip joints. You can wiggle side to side here if you want, whatever helps you get into the natural rhythm of your body. Taking the hands away from the hips and just slowly walking the hands forward, lowering your chest into a child's pose. Pressing the forehead into the mat, allowing yourself to be heavy here. Rocking the forehead side to side, giving the forehead a little massage, stimulating the sinuses. This helps us open up the sinuses, unblocking the stagnant energy in those areas. Taking some deep breaths here, allowing the breath to circulate into the sinuses, circulating through the face, through the neck, into the lungs. Welcoming the breath into the body, unblocking those energy channels all throughout your body. Bringing the head to stillness, allowing the forehead to rest heavily into the mat. Spreading out the fingers and firmly planting the palms into the mat, gently lifting that forehead up from the mat. Taking a deep breath and slowly lifting up onto the hands and knees. Bringing the knees a little closer together so that they are directly below the hips. Giving your body a little wiggle here, moving around however feels best. Tucking the chin inwards towards the chest if it's not already, really rounding that back here, pushing down with the hands, feeling the energy flowing up through the arms into the shoulders. Pressing the belly down, arching the back and lifting the chin. Lifting the back slightly up into a neutral position here in the center, firmly planting the palms of the hands into the mat, tucking the toes under. Each finger and each toe is anchoring you into the mat, pressing the hips backwards towards the feet, and whenever you feel ready, slowly lifting off the knees into a downwards dog with bent knees. Nice deep breaths, feeling those hips pressing actively up towards the sky. You can stretch the legs straight here if you want, but if it's more comfortable, keep those legs bent. nodding the head up and down like you are saying yes. Shaking the head back and forth like you are saying no. Slowly lowering the knees back down to the mat and untucking the toes. Keeping the hips directly above the knees, slowly walking the hands forward, pressing the chest downwards towards the mat, into melting heart pose. While we're here, allowing your exhales to release with an audible sigh. Releasing that tension. Slowly beginning to lift the chest, walking the hands in. Lowering the hips backwards towards the feet. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, stretching those arms back down, pressing the forehead into the mat, into child's pose. Child's pose is like a battery pack. This is where we recharge. Slowly lifting the hips up, coming through the hands and knees, pressing the hips forward, coming down onto our forearms into Sphinx pose. This is a nice relaxed pose. Our legs are stretched out straight behind us, feeling the fronts of your hip bones pressing into the mat. The chest is open, the heart is lifted. Taking the hands under the shoulders, pressing the palms of the hands down, lifting the body back up onto the hands and knees. Tucking the toes under. Whenever you're ready, slowly lifting the knees off of the mat, pressing those hips actively up towards the sky. Walking out this downwards dog, alternating back and forth, bending those legs, bringing the hips into it, twisting the body, making this movement your own. Again, quieting the mind and listening. What is your body asking for? Do what feels right. Stretching out the legs, pressing both heels down towards the mat. Now rolling up onto those toes and slowly lowering the knees back down. Deep breath in, exhaling to release into the child's pose. Releasing, recharging. Opening up those energy pathways within your body, allowing that healing energy to flow. Slowly lifting up from this child's pose, scooching towards the top of your mat, coming into a seated position on the knees. Opening up those arms nice and wide out to either side of your body and twisting towards either side. Doesn't matter which one you start with. Your head is turning behind you, looking towards that back hand. Slowly lowering the hand onto the mat and stretching the front arm up above the head, reaching backwards. Slowly lifting up, reaching the arms out to the side and wrapping those arms around yourself. Big hug. Untwisting the back so that you're facing forwards. We're going to open those arms back out to the side, twisting towards the opposite side now, looking behind you towards that back hand. Lowering the back hand down to the mat, reaching the front arm up above your head and over yourself, getting that nice stretch. Slowly lifting up, reaching the arms out to the side, wrapping those arms around yourself, big hug, untwisting the back, facing forward. As you bring your arms down, allowing your hands to slowly run all the way down the opposite arm, all the way down the forearms to the hands. Bringing the legs out in front of you, keeping them bent with the bottoms of the feet pressing into the mat. Take a couple breaths here, taking a moment to slow that energy down. Slowly rolling down to the mat, vertebrae by vertebrae, until the back is fully resting against the mat. Taking some time, allowing yourself to connect with the mat. Feeling the backs of your hips and your shoulder blades, the back of your head, the bottoms of your feet, all pressing down into the mat. Bringing some extra attention to the palms of the hands and the bottoms of the feet here, really feeling them pressing into the mat. Taking a deep breath in, slowly lifting the hips up from the mat into a bridge pose, cycling those deep breaths in and out as we hold this position. On your next exhale, slowly lowering the hips back down to the mat, bringing the legs in towards the chest, curling yourself up into a ball, rocking side to side. Coming to stillness in the center, opening up the arms out to either side of the body. Allowing your legs to float down to the side, resting against the floor. Slowly lifting the legs back up into the center and over towards the opposite side. Slowly lifting the legs back up into the center, gently placing the bottoms of the feet down to the mat. Walking the feet to the outer edges of the mat and caving the knees inwards, taking the hands to the lower belly. Allowing yourself to fully relax here for our ending meditation. Gently closing the eyes, taking some deep breaths. With every breath you take, feeling that breath hitting each one of the main energy centers of your body or your chakras. Bringing the breath into the forehead, the point right in between our eyebrows, the third eye. Feeling that breath traveling down the face and into the throat, down the collarbones, through the chest, into the heart. Feeling that breath traveling past your ribs, into your solar plexus, traveling farther down the spine, bringing the breath into your navel, and finally all the way down into your root at the base of your spine. Slowly separating the knees, bringing the feet together a little bit. Taking another deep breath in and out. Keeping the eyes closed, slowly rolling onto your side. Taking a few moments here, allowing your body to readjust. Whenever you feel ready, slowly rising up into a comfortable seated position. Now, as we move forward into the real world off of the mat, I want you to come back to this practice. I want you to come back to the memory of this practice whenever you need to, remembering that connection that you have with your body, your sacred temple. Bringing the hands together into the center of the chest. Taking the last cleansing breath of this practice, in and out. Satnam and Namaste. I hope you enjoyed this yoga class. Thank you all so much for your continued love and support. It really means the world to me. If you liked this video, you might be interested in checking out my Patreon page. I post similar content, yoga classes and meditations, but I post on there much more frequently, multiple times a week, My videos are recorded in beautiful scenery out in nature, so that is where my exclusive stash of yoga content is. I have that linked in the description box below if you want to go check out my Patreon page. Again, thank you all so much for your love and support. You guys are awesome. I will see you in the next video.